Morning. We've just crossed the border from Germany into Denmark, and I must admit it is really nice around this area. It's very I mean on the German side, I don't know about this side yet, but it's very English, should we put it. It's all coming through, it's all thatched cottages, and I mean there's one here as well. Just reminds you of sort of England and the weather. Anyway, we're in Denmark now. We're heading for a place called Men of Rock, which is near Ekberg, I think we call it. Ekberg. But if you look, yeah, there are all these beautiful cottages. Some of the villages are like that. You could be driving through Norfolk or Suffolk, except for we're on the wrong side of the road. We've been through several villages that have just been cottages. Been a fantastic drive so far this morning. It's 10 to 9 here, so I suppose 10 to 8 at your end. Watch these birds. We have seen when we were out walking some huge flocks of birds, haven't we?
Yeah.
Taking off. So I suppose a twitcher's paradise, I think, is what you might call it. We're in Esbjerg now, Esbjerg, something like that they call it, which is on the coast. It's quite a misty day today, and these are what are called the Men of Rock. So we've come for a little bit of a nosy at these. It's quite cold, to be fair. Doesn't look too bad. Anyway, we'll have a look at these. We'll walk down to this front piece here. Okay, that's across on the North Sea again. There they are. So they're called the Men of Rock. So I'll just walk up there, and we'll take a walk up and have a walk up this grass bank. Just want to have a closer look at them. There they are, Men of Rock, and they're looking out over the North Sea. They're not part of the giants that we're going to look at, however they are on the way up to see one of the giants. I'll read you a little bit about them. It says, as you sail towards Esbjerg, you can see 4 large white sculptures. You can see them from far out to sea. These are 9 metres tall, and it's worked by Sven Vig Hansen, and they're called Man Meets the Sea, not Men of Rock. The piece is known by locals as the 4 White Men. This white concrete sculpture is a depiction of man's encounter with nature before we were corrupted by trade. Man before we set out on trading voyages. It was all going pretty well until then. was what Vilg Hansen said at the time. When we began trading, things started to get grubby. The sculpture, which was originally intended to stand at Grennen in Skagen, had already been sketched out in 1954. It was, however, Egberg that was able to fund this monumental work for the municipality's centenary in 1994, with the final unveiling in October 1995. The piece cost about 4 million Danish kroner. There are 4 people sitting at the beach because Vig Hansen thought it was a harmonic number that went well with the basic idea behind the sculpture of pure humanity. On a clear day, the body structures can be seen from 10 kilometres away, like an unfurled sail filled with wind. So, that's what they're all about. I don't get how they would look like an unfurled sail, but so, not Men of Rock. Man meets the sea. We're at the entrance to the park. Look at these. These are made out of steel. How cool are they? And then there's this one. And a further one there. This doesn't actually show you the actual direction to the park, but I think this is probably the best way for us to go, so we'll see. We're heading to go and have a look at what's called one of the giants now. Well, we're not, yeah, if we can find it. If you remember when we was in Denmark before, at that park where you could pull yourself across the lake, we were lucky there was supposed to be six giants there, but we only actually found one, so it's not looking good, but we'll see. So this is the actual main entrance into the park. We're just a little bit further down there, but there's these ones, and there's another one, another flower across there. They're really cool. I quite like them. Anyway, we're going to take a walk into the park. We're going to see if we can find this giant. It's a busy park, I must admit, but we'll have a look. We'll take a look on this map. This here is a German, or was a German bunker. A German bunker museum. The Germans occupied here from 1943 to 1945. Not really sure what that is, but there's plenty of bits and pieces within the park. Another strange piece of art. I'm not really sure what that is. And what looks like a phoenix. The park has got these kids areas which are really good. So there's like instruments. Well, these are all made out of wood. I'll get Christine to do you a demonstration. There you go. And there's another one there. Noughts and crosses in wood. And there, I think you blow into them, I think. Really very different. Cello. I think that's just a sculpture, the cello. But yeah, different instruments. It's quite clever, that. I haven't got time to spend much time here looking around. There's the cello, plays itself. Yeah, it's not a phoenix. It's actually a bird that's caught a fish. We're not got time to go in the German bunker. We are kind of strapped for time, really, because we want to get to Stavanger. We want to see Odense. We've got the thing to repair. We want to go see Copenhagen and drive all the way around to Stavanger. So there's some strange bits of art. Is that split personality, or don't know what you would call that. Yeah. Or as Christine said, two-faced. Yeah. Been really good so far. There's a cracking view over the lake. We must be on the right track because there is a sign here pointing towards our giant. It's a bit muddy though. Okay, we found him. There he is. Storm of Thomas Dambo, they call that. Yeah, sat on a tree that he's felled. How cool is he? The guy that makes them lives in Copenhagen, and you can, if you have to pre-arrange it, visit where he makes these if you wanted to. In our way back now, so here's a couple of the sculptures. I think that's a bird with a feather in its mouth, and here we've got an acorn. Yeah, well, fairly sure it's an acorn. There are other sculptures about. Yeah, there you go. There's the acorn. There's some very strange sculptures. Incidentally, the acorn one is called "This is not an acorn." This is not an acorn, but it was an acorn. Don't understand this one at all. It's more modern art than anything.
Shells on it, bone on it.
Yeah, it's no, don't make any sense to me, to be fair.
Moon on it.
Yeah. Christine says that's a brain, but I don't think it looks anything like a brain.
Oh.
It looks like a turd to me.
No idea.
No, doesn't actually tell us. But it looks like a turd to me.
Okay.
Christine said it looks like a black brain. It might look like her brain, but just hear some kids on the instruments in the park bit over there.
Quite cool, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good park. I don't understand a lot of the art, but you know, that's just how it is, I suppose. Town called Horsens now. There is a giant for us to go look at. I think I can see him, he's over there. We're staying the night on the harbour, so I don't know if you can see our van's parked over there. We've got emptying facilities, we've got filling facilities as well, so we'll see how we go on. Anyway, we're going to go have a look at this giant, then we're going to have a shower, fill the van up with water and have tea. So, yeah, it looks like these two giants are doing a bit of a tug of war, I think. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll see what it says, if it says anything. Oh, Thomas Dambo is the person that makes them.
Yeah.
Oh. So the other one was called The Storm, and this one's called Julian, by the looks of it. Yeah, anyway, I said we're here for the evening. We booked in. You have to buy a card to book in, but everything seems okay. Yeah, that one's called Julian, and this one is called Laura. So it's Julian and Laura. How cool is he? We actually think it's a game. So you actually there's a strap here, and oh, maybe not. I think it was supposed to have been some sort of a game. I'm not really sure how it works. Anyway, and there's a giant footprint. And that says Trolls.